I'm going to give this a few minutes. I just want to say hello. Hi. Nobody's in the room yet, but I just want to say hi. And I'm just going to give this a few minutes to see who all is going to show up before I get started. But for those who are going to watch a replay, the upholstery fabric that I'm going to use that I got at a discount warehouse that's close by. And I'm going to use this as the cover because that's my favorite. That's my favorite way to make a journal, is to use upholstery fabric on the cover. And then I've got this piece of scrap cardstock that I used. This is a kind of like a ghost print from a Jelly Plate printing session, and it works great as a base. So I'm just going to tuck that underneath and try to think about what else I need that I didn't bring over here. Hopefully, yeah, I'm going to give this a few minutes. I think I have everything, but probably not. There's probably half a dozen things that I forgot. I've got what I think I'm going to use as a signature. Yeah. I got my glue, I got my scissors, I got my distressed daubers, got my vintage photo, my black soot. I got a good start. I think just sending a little message to the chat room. Well, let me turn this over anyways. Let's see if I can. Okay. I think, let me see. This is going to measure about, well, once it's glued down, it's probably going to measure roughly around 8.25 tall by about 5 1/8 wide, roughly. That's about the size that I try. I try to keep it roughly around that size, especially when I'm doing like a soft cover. And this is basically, other than the upholstery fabric, this is really how I make my prayer journals as well. And several have asked me to do this. I thought there were ample videos out there showing how to make a junk journal, but several have asked, so I said I would gladly. Everybody does things a little bit differently, so I'm going to just go ahead and glue it down. Get my old Fabri-Tac out here. Actually, I don't know, I might just wait. Rushing things as usual. Let me just get a baby wipe out so I can wipe off the old glue. Okay, so I'm going to just step off to the other side of my craft room because there's a few things I realize that I don't have here with me, and I'm just gonna try to have fun this afternoon. It is hotter than heck outside where I live. I could put the air on for a while in my room to cool it down. As soon as I start to get hot, then I'll have to kind of call it quits and say goodbye. But we'll see how long I can do this for. I'm actually kind of excited about doing this journal today, or at least getting started on it. I mean, there might be a part two, but yeah, we'll see. So I'll be right back. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Oh, I've also been eco-dyeing, so my hands look like, well, they're not very attractive. So just try not to pay attention to those. What I will do is, while I'm waiting to see who, yeah, I didn't set this stream to start for a few more minutes. I've been eco-dyeing, so I thought maybe I'll just set this aside for a minute and just lay it right there and show my eco-dyed papers that I did today. There's one. Some of them came out better than others. And of course and there's this one. And there's this one. And this one. And this one. I don't know why, but I really love this one. And then there's this one with a lot of shimmer mist on it. A lot of shimmer mist. You can see it, I think. There we go. And there's this one. And then there's this one. Oh, I got a whole pile, so. Let me see, there's this one. And then there's this one. And this one. And which side? I think that one's the stronger side. And there's this one. And there's this one. And there's this one. And this one. And this one. Some of the edges got a little ripped. That's all right, I can trim them down. And let's see, and there's. I'm going to just try to slowly just. Yeah. Some of them came out great, and some of them, not so much. Really like this one. I'm going to go kind of fast through the ones I didn't really love all that much. And then that one. And there's that. And I think there's there's a few more here. And there's this one with a branch of like pine needle branch. I tried a little bit of everything. And there's that one. Oh, that one came out really good. And there's this one. Hey. Hi, JL. JL Johnson. These watercolor. Now these are I did a eco dyed technique that I found on Pinterest yesterday. So I started these yesterday and then I let them sit outside all night and then I pulled them and dried them today. So these are eco dyed. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. There's that. Yeah, they're all eco dyed with leaves and plants and flowers. I figured I would just do this for the replay video, and then once people started coming in, then I would get started on the journal, but some of them really came out really, really good. And then there's that one. And then this one. Yeah, I'm really pleased about how these came out. Okay. So, I guess I'll just get started. I am going to use them in a journal. I probably will grab one of them and add them to the signature for this soft cover journal. But I'm going to just get started. I mean, several people have asked me to, I mentioned this in the beginning, but several people have asked me to do or show them how I make my journals, or at least my prayer journals. Well, it doesn't have to be themed prayer, but they've asked me to do so, and I thought, well, okay, if I gladly said I would. And so today I make them differently. Some I use just cardstock. Sometimes I use, I make like the faux leather cover, but my favorite is the upholstery fabric. And this is a piece that I got from a local, like a discount upholstery warehouse, and it's close by to where I live. And I really, really liked it. And so, yeah, I'm going to use that to cover this today. And then I measured, this is just like a used up piece of cardstock. I did like a ghost print off of a jelly plate session, and I didn't like it so much, so I thought I would just use that as my base for the journal. And then and I'm going to get started. So I'm going to glue this down roughly in the center. Yeah, that's about okay. So let's get started. How are you today, JL? Oh, yes, it is. I absolutely love it. I'm so blessed where I live now. I mean, for years I was not so blessed. I had to travel an hour just to get to a Walmart. But where I live now, there's a Goodwill, a consignment shop, a charity shop. I've got just like 3 miles up the road, I've got this wonderful upholstery fabric. It's called Fabric Discount Outlet. And literally, it's like a little warehouse, and it's filled wall to wall, row after row of just this beautiful discount upholstery fabric. I mean, every color, every design you could think of. So I love going. I only go there once a month because I could spend I could spend way, way too much money there. So I'm using my Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to just glue this down roughly. I'm going to eyeball it to the center. Yeah, I tried to put a decent amount of glue on, and this Fabri-Tac works, or Fabri-Fix, either one. They're both pretty much the same. It works really well with fabric or cloth, so I stick with it. That's what I use. Where are you in this wonderful US of A? Or are you in the US of A, JL? I'm in North Carolina, just to let you know. And it's hotter than heck outside. Yeah, it's well, the first person I ever saw using Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix was Nick the Booksmith, and I said, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot because it dries fast, it dries clear, and it holds, and it adheres things really, really well. So and that was about 3 years ago, and I'm stuck on it. I don't unless especially if I'm on camera, for purposes of the video. But if I'm not on camera and I have the time to let things dry, I will use other glues because Fabri-Tac is kind of pricey. But I do use a lot of it. I really like it a lot. Yeah. Okay, that should be good. Should be good. Ooh. Okay, let's lay this down. I'm going to try to stand up and not get my head in the way of the camera. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to press it down. Kansas City. I think you're the first person I have ever met through social media from Kansas. I don't think I've ever met anyone from Kansas. Is it hot out there too, or is it just, I mean, it's hot, really hot here in the South, so. Okay, that's down, I think. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I love this fabric. Okay, let's put the cover on. Oop. Let's wipe all this gucky, sticky stuff off. Don't like that. Okay, put the cover on. Okay, so I'm going to just cut this up like this. And flip it here. Yeah. I think I'm going to trim this down because it doesn't need to be that wide. It just doesn't need to be. I have just enough of this fabric to do a carpetbagger with, so, and that's it. So I wanted to make a small soft cover and a hardcover carpetbagger too, so. It has been hot here. We're having a few days of cool weather. Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, I'm so jealous. I mean, here in the South, we're in North Carolina right now, I mean, it has been hot, and more hot and humid in the high 90s every single day for probably, I don't even know. It's been a couple months now. And we're reaching hurricane season in my neck of the woods. So I try to not complain because where I spent most of my life, it was winters that lasted 8 months, and you know, dumping after dumping of snow and ice and freezing rain, and it was, you know, and we're not talking about just a couple inches. We're talking, you know, 6, 7, 8 feet of snow at a time dumping, and then I'm out in the driveway shoveling or using a snowblower, and yeah, no, I'm too old for that now. I'm too old for that. I'm done with that. So I try not to complain, because once the summer is kind of ending and hurricane season has passed, then for like 8 months, it's perfect weather. Even at Christmas time here, I can still go out my back porch and cook out and cook on the grill. It's great. So I try not to complain. I'm kind of like almost in the center of North Carolina. I'm about an hour from Raleigh, and I'm about 3 hours from the coast, from the ocean. But I'm almost in the center. Okay, let's see if I can bring that up. Yep. Oh, that's good. I'll trim that down though. Okay. No. I think I'm going to do this other side first. Maybe. Yeah, I think I am. My dad's family was from South Carolina. I like to go to a place called Myrtle Beach, which is in which is in South Carolina. It's just over the border. My husband and I go on holiday or go on vacation to Myrtle Beach, which is, I mean, it's just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And then we've been to the south of the border, which is also in South Carolina. I'm going to glue this down. Have you always been in Kansas? Or just now? Yes, you have. Do you like it there? It's okay. Well, where would you rather be? If you could choose and go anywhere, where would you go? I keep forgetting there's a delay. That's so interesting that you'd say that, because I'm almost full-blooded Irish, and my grandparents raised me for the first 12 years of my life, and I mean, not that my mother didn't participate, but my mother was young when she had me, so she worked a lot of jobs, and my grandparents took care of me, and both of them are. But my grandfather was like as Irish as they come, and straight from Ireland, and I've always wanted to go to. I always wanted to go to Ireland to. I've always wanted to go to Ireland to kind of honor my grandfather, because he was such a great man. He really was. He was such a great man. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of clipped that corner a little too much, but I can just cover it up with lace and you'll never even know it. However, now that I'm old, I'm sure you're not old. In April I turned 51, and I feel old a lot of days, but then other days I feel like I'm younger than I am 51. So I guess it all depends on. I have certain health issues, so it just depends. I never know how I'm going to feel when I wake up in the morning, but crafting and making journals really, really helps. It really helps a lot. Do you find that it helps you too? Mm-hmm. So do you make journals too, JL, or you do a little bit of everything? For Before I did journals, I I was a quilter for almost 20 years. So, oh wow, that was that is amazing. I mean it's sad, and I'm sorry that this happened to you, but that's amazing to me. That wow, that's I'm so glad that you have something to help you recuperate, help you heal, help you kind of get back into the swing of things. I'm sure it must have been a very, very difficult time. You made over 100 journals in 2017. Wow. Wow. Like, I have to like almost bow to you. That is amazing. Wow. I'm so jealous. I wish I had the time. Real life just does not allow that to happen for me. I wish I had the time to make. I wish I could be left alone long enough to make 100 journals. Wow. Well, I had to stop working a lot earlier than I wanted to in life. Um, in 2007, on Valentine's Day, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So the first couple years were really rough, and I'm very blessed. I can still do a lot of things that a lot of people with MS can't do. However, it affects everybody differently, and I never know how I'm going to feel when I wake up every day. Sometimes I wake up and I feel like I can take on the world and I get a lot accomplished, and then other days I wake up and my body doesn't want to work right, and I'm in so much pain that it takes everything in me just to get out of bed. So, but being able to make journals and being a part of this community, and being able to communicate and connect with some of the most amazing people I've ever known, really, really helps a lot. Yeah, it affects MS affects everyone differently. But I mean, I'm lucky. I try not to complain. I really do. I try not to complain because. Okay, so we're gonna fold this. Yeah. So that's glued down. I just try to keep myself busy as often as, and I'm so blessed. I really am. I'm so lucky. I like my bibs. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I like my fibs. What do you mean by that, hun? So I'm choosing, let me see, I'm choosing some paper. Friends in the box. Oh, I love that. I love that. I'm going to have to remember that. I'm going to write that down right now. Seriously, I'm going to write that down. JL in live, friends in the box. I love that. That is so. I might have to steal that little thing from you, JL. I might have to put that in one of my prayer journaling, one scripture at a time series that I do. Friends in the box. I'm going to remember that. JL. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember that. Love that. Friends in the box. That is too cute. Okay, so these are the two papers that I thought I didn't want to have too many choices because then I can never make up my mind. So I chose this one to possibly do. I like the dark, grungy browns, golds, beige. So I might do that on the inside, or I might do that on the inside. That was by a quilting. So you were a quilter too? You made quilts? You like the first one? This one? Yeah, me too. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do then. All right, so I'm going to measure this. So you made quilts? Okay, so 5 1/8 wide. I gotta write this down or I don't forget. 5 1/8 wide by, bring this down just a little bit, 7 7/8 tall. I made one quilt ages ago from 1-inch squares cut. Oh, now that takes determination. My first quilt was a lot easier than that. I didn't even attempt to make quilts with jeans or little tiny pieces like that until I'd been quilting for several years. So you're a stronger woman than me. It took a while. Yeah, I bet it did. I bet it did. It's a lot of work. I mean, I loved doing it, and I did. Again, I did it for a long time, but it was nice to have a change. It was nice to do something, and with the junk journaling, I can incorporate and use all the things that I love. I can sew. I can still use my sewing machine. I can sew. I can play with fabric. I can still make designs or design certain pages and spreads and in the journals. I can and I love stamps. I love inks and dyes, and I love doing things naturally. I mean, I can do all of those things, not just the sewing. I get to play with all the things I love. Okay, so I'm going to put this right up here for a moment and pull out the old paper trimmer. Ooh, I need to clean this. Yeah, if you hear a snorting noise or like a snoring or snorting, I have a Chihuahua. He does and goes everywhere with me. He is my greatest little friend. But he's asleep right now in the chair next to me. So if you hear any funny noises, it's him. Made Barbie clothes for my daughter's dolls when she was... Isn't that awesome? See, my grandmother was incredibly talented, and she made some of the most beautiful quilts. I don't know if I ever reached her caliber of sewing. I like to think I did at some point, but boy, was she talented. But she used to make my grandparents were devout Catholics, especially my grandfather. And my grandmother used to make sew and make all my little jumpers when I went to Catholic school when I was a little girl. especially on Sundays when I went to church or if I went to catechism. She made all my jumpers, and she also did. I mean, I loved Barbie dolls, and she made all the clothes for my Barbies when I was little. So you and her probably would have gotten along rather well. Yeah, you and her would have gotten along well. Okay, so we are doing this set 5 1/8 wide. Oops. Okay. Why is this doing this? Okay. Okay. Make sure it's all even. Is it even, Jan? That's good. Okay. And then 7 7/8 in height. 7 7/8 in height. I'm horrible with numbers. I hate counting. Wish I didn't have to do it at all. I do mixed media. Oh, do you? I'm going to have to check out your channel. When I'm done with this live, I'm going to have to check out your channel. Yes, I will. Oh, I don't know if that might have to be a little bit. Let's trim that just a little tiny tad bit. Just a tiny tad bit. It's a little too wide for me. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Like that better. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the channel only has a video from about 2 years ago. Do you just... Oh, my channel only has a video from about 2 years ago. Okay. So you just don't really have the post pictures on... Oh, good. You'll have to... Yeah, I'm a big Instagram fanatic. So, I mean, I do Instagram throughout the day. I do Instagram when I'm laying in bed at night before I really get tired and go to sleep. I check my Instagram in the morning when I first wake up with my coffee. So you're going to have to give me your channel, your Instagram account. I will gladly follow you and look you up. And then I'll on some of my underneath several of my videos, I give you I have posted and shown the link to my Instagram account. I think it's called Junkin' with Gina B. I think that's what it's called. Okay, we're going to do that side. I'm going to write this down just in case YouTube decides to not be nice to me later. BMLILITH 60 with your name, Janice Johnson. Okay. I will definitely go connect with you on Instagram I love Instagram. It's probably one of my favorite social media platforms. And I think I'm getting better, and I feel more comfortable doing videos. Still kind of nerve-wracking to me, but not half as bad as when I first started. So, but people seem to like my videos. So, and I think I have like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. I think I have like 370 followers. I never even thought I'd get 5. So I just thank God that I have the followers that I do, and that I've made them some of the most amazing friends ever. So I'm okay with that. All right, so we're going to do this again. I'm going to do this again. 5 1/8. If I need to trim it again, I will. Oh, no. I got to do this like this. 5 1/8. I still can't believe how many did you say? How many journals did you? I'm going to go back because I still can't get that out of my head. In 2007, you made 100 journals. Did you sell any of those journals? Any of those 100 journals that you made in 2017, or did you give them all away? I mean, 100 journals. My goodness, woman. That is amazing. And 7 7/8. No, I still have most of them. What? Oh, well, are you going to... Oh, no, that's just way too big now. That's too big. Okay, so this side needs to be smaller. This side needs to be smaller by like at least 1/4 inch. Okay, let's trim this down a little bit. They were real simple, nothing fancy. Well, do you have pictures of any of those journals that you made? Are they on your Instagram? Okay, that'll work, I think. I'm going to definitely check you out later. I will definitely go and check out your Instagram later. Sometimes I can get a really good feel for someone by some of the way they do things or the way they craft. But I know you say that they're simple and nothing fancy, but to some people, they don't, they would say that they're beautiful just the way they are. But I like to see how different people craft and how they put things together. And sometimes simple is awesome. Things don't need to be fancy. I was using up paper. I'm going to cover this up so you won't see that anyway. So, all right, I think that's good. I'm going to just glue this thing down. Come on. This down. Oh my goodness, I have so much paper and different kinds of paper, different ledger, different graph paper. I'm constantly trying to think up ways. I've sent out many, what do they call them, racks, random acts of kindness. I've surprised people all over the world. I like doing it. I like bringing joy to people and surprising people. God has blessed me, and most of the time my immediate needs get met pretty well, and I'm not high maintenance. I don't need much to make me happy, so I like to surprise people. And all right, so there's a little bit of a gap there, and that's fine. I'm going to, yeah, a little bit of a gap there, and I think I'm going to cover it with maybe some lace and some cheesecloth, maybe. Okay, so let's close this up, see what it looks like. Okay. All right, where's the, where? Okay, I'm just going to step across the room to get my cheesecloth because I think it's over there. I'll be right back, JL. Okay. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious me. Well, where is my cheesecloth? Well, that could work. That might work. I am not sure what happened to my cheesecloth. I had a whole pile of it, all coffee stained and everything. Kind of hard for you to sew signatures, meaning like because of your hands or because of you don't have a sewing machine? Because you could sew them with a sewing machine if it's hard, if it's more difficult to use your hands. See, when I hear things like that, I just wish like I could be there and I could help you with that part. So, okay, here, you just tell me where to put it or how to set it up for you, and I'll sew it in. You just decorate the pages. I'll sew it up for you. That's, well, I don't know where my cheesecloth is, so I just might have to use this little piece of this. This is kind of like a netting kind of cheesecloth. And then, maybe. I don't know if I really like that netting. Maybe I'll just put that down underneath, maybe. Where is my cheesecloth? Well, let me see here. Or I could just do this. I've got this fabric, music sheet fabric. I could just cut a strip or 2 strips and just line it inside. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, the signatures will cover up the gap, but I like to put a little something extra right down the middle to keep to make the spine more sturdy. It's just in my head that I just keep thinking I have to put something a little extra there just to so the spine doesn't fall apart. That's the only reason I'm doing this. So I'm going to just going to see if this paper trimmer doesn't do such a hot job cutting fabric, but I'm going to try it anyways. No, that's not going to work. Okay, well, I will just, no, I'm just going to cut. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to just go like this. There. I think I'm just going to go like that, right on top of it. And then I don't know, maybe I'll just, that's pretty thick. I may just go like, I may just glue this right over. Yeah, I may just do that, because that should be enough. I don't need to put anything extra. All right, here we are. We're going to glue this puppy down so I can bring over my papers and sew in a signature, because I've cut the papers already, pretty much. Okay. I think that goes on like that. Yeah. There we go. All right. I'll let that sit for a minute or two. Let it set and dry a little bit, just a little bit. While that's doing that, oh God. It's the only thing I don't like about this glue. I mean, I love this glue. I really love what it does, but it's so stringy and gloopy. Okay, now what did I do with that? What did I do? Okay, I'm going to just set this. I'm going to move this paper trimmer. Okay, and then, let me see, I think I like that, So we're going to go like this. Yeah, that needs a minute or two to dry. Okay, so here's my signature, I think. Wasn't sure. I've been making the big hardcover carpetbagger journal, so I don't know. This might be too many pages in this one smaller journal. I might just so these pages are, that is a background page of, I used to make jewelry, trying to use up some of my inventory. Oh my God. Is there anything you can't do, JL? I mean that as a compliment. I it's, I think a couple weeks ago was the first time. I mean, I've been making journals for 4 years now, and just like a month ago, I made my first boho bead with jewelry the tools and the I mean, cook. You can't cook. Yeah, see, that's something I am good at. We would get along great if we had to live together, JL, because see, I'm not. Takes me forever to catch on to certain things, but once I do, I'm great. I do really good, but yeah, I'm not anywhere near ready to start making jewelry or that sort of thing. I'm still trying to master the art of making journals. So, but yes, I'm a good cook, so I would cook for you. Been hearing about boho beads. Haven't made any. Oh, I made one. I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere. I have looked, and it came out so perfect and beautiful, and I was so proud of myself, but I don't know what happened to it because I can't seem to keep my craft room decluttered. So it's here somewhere. It's in this room somewhere. I just don't know where it is. But yes, I love the idea of making boho beads and the dangles that go with journals. I really am intrigued by that. And I probably will explore that more, but I'm just not quite ready for that yet. All right, so all these pages that I have I kind of played around with and tried to decide on. This one is a gel plate print because I love jelly plating. Love it. I mean, I could do that for hours. One day I did it for, I think I did it for 12 hours straight. I didn't change my clothes. I was still in my pajamas. I forgot to eat lunch. I almost forgot to go pick up my husband from his work. Yeah, I love jelly plating. That's one of my funnest crafting things to do. This is another printout from a trees kind of digi kit that I found on Etsy. Coffee stained paper, graph paper, coffee stained. Another gel plate print. This is one of the marbled papers that I'm the proverbial jack of all trades and master of none. Well, see, no, I'm not. I know better. Did you ever follow Journal Artista? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever. I think you mean Journal Artista. I think I've heard the name, but no, I don't think I've ever followed this person. I might need to. Do I need to write that down too, JL? See, I need friends like you. Just because I forget my head if it wasn't attached. All right, Journal Artista. I'm going to have to check that person out too. Yeah, okay, so where was I? Oh, this is one of the marbled papers that I did and I've got a video on that. Paula Phillips. Okay, I'm writing it down. Paula Phillips. And she doesn't do videos anymore. But does she have videos on her channel? Even though she doesn't do them anymore? So she does have videos on her channel. Okay. All right, so marbled paper. One of my pastel light eco dyed with leaves. Another gel plate print. This is a boiled eco dyed paper that I did recently. I think this is a receipt, like ledger kind of page. This is 2 book pages that I made into one again with a 2-inch strip of paper that then I used a paper edge punch, designer punch, and then I glued the 2 pieces into the center of that 2-inch strip, and then made it one complete page again. This is just yellow colored cardstock, and then this is some more checks and balances kind of ledger. So there's that. And I think I was going to add this, I thought, but I don't know if I want to do that. I think that's enough for this journal because I tend to over decorate. So I like that paper, but I think I'm just going to go with this one. All right. Is it drying? Yeah, it's pretty dry. So let's, thank you. I try not to, I'm not a big person. I'm not big on purchasing digital kits. I'm not saying I don't have any. I have a few. I've probably purchased maybe 5 digital kits off of Etsy. But I try to really, everybody's got their own style of doing things. And I like to try to make my journals with the papers that I've created, whether it be gel plate, marbling, eco dyeing, image transfer, alcohol inks, whatever, or just paint, stenciled. I like to do my own thing. So, and I don't, I've bought a few digital kits. Like there's a couple. I love mushrooms and ferns. And I think I bought a kit or a couple kits from Nick the Booksmith. I bought an incredible, beautiful kit from Artie Mays. But I really try to stick to my own thing. I like, it's just my style of thing. It's just personal preference. I like to make my own pages for my journals. Okay, and I think that'll fit pretty good. I cut the papers ahead of time, so nobody had to watch me, because that would put you into a stupor. Yeah, I think that's going to fit pretty good. I might have to trim these papers a little bit on the side, but I don't know. You know what? This is just going to be a journal that I use personally. So I guess it doesn't have to be perfect, but let me tuck these in. I think it'll be all right. Keep trying to draw them and paper piece them. I like mushrooms. Keep trying to draw them and paper piece them. Paper piece? You mean like as if you were like trying to make a quilt? You want to paper piece them? Different. It's kind of like, that reminds me of Nick the Booksmith's, what does she call them? Franken pages? She calls them Franken pages. Like just little bits and pieces of, different shapes, just kind of glued together and then sewed down in different directions. And they come out so, and I've made some before. It's been a while, but I've made some before. I'm still going to, I think, all right, so if I've got these all together, these pages right here are still too long. So I'm going to, unfortunately, I'm going to have to trim them. I'm just going to have to trim them. Well, not that one, but... All right. Nope. Maybe I just needed to move them around a little bit. Give them a little tap. Actually, that's better. I guess that's all I needed to really do. All right. I need a drink. Don't trim just so. Don't trim just so. Okay. Cut the cap and bottom out of the different papers and piece it. Don't trim just so. Okay. I'm just going to sew. Where's my... Okay. And where is my... that's not what I was going to use. See, this is what I used earlier. I'm going to go get my other string, sew these in. This might look good. Yeah, I like that. It's different. I like to be different. Or I'll just do the brown. Not that one. Which one, JL? The red or the brown? Red, that's what I thought too. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull these together as best I can. And then clip them so they don't shift on me. Yeah. Okay. First and foremost, I need to make the 3 holes. I'm just going to make 3 holes. That's all I need. All right, so from this point to this point is 7 7/8. All right, so that's about so that's my middle. Make a little mark right there. Yep. And then 2.5 inches from there is that. 2.5 inches from there is that. That's about what I do. No one's going to see those dots that I made. Oh, no brown? You want me to use the brown? Okay. Okay. I'll use the brown. See, that's why I'm so glad you're here. Oh, I definitely did not want to do this live and sit here by myself. I'm so glad you showed up. Thank you so much for being here with me. Okay, brown. So, and we're going to do that. Oh no, that will get caught in the needle and that will upset me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and a little tiny bit for good measure. Just because. Okay, where's my happy awl? Where's my happy awl? All right, this is an old cutting mat, so I don't care about it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to just make a hole, punch a hole through those dots and not stab myself. Okay. I always, I learned how to, the first tutorial that I ever could follow and learn from when it came to sewing in signatures into a journal was, I think her name's Jessica, but I am not positive. Her channel is called I'm a Cool Mom. And she's got a video showing you how she sews in 3 signatures into a hardcover journal. And it just so happens that, I mean, I've watched a lot, and I just couldn't register it in my mind. But the way she taught it and showed you, it just clicked, and she made it so much easier for me. Now I know everybody's different, but that's who I first learned sewing in a signature. Okay, so now I did this from a so 6.5. So the marks have to be at 1.5 and 4 and 6.5. Okay, let's move this over here. Get stuck back there for a moment. Oh, no worries, hon. No worries. So I don't know if you heard me or not, but I want to thank you for being here with me today. I really didn't want to do this live by myself. I mean, sometimes it doesn't bother me, but sometimes it's just nice to have somebody to hang out with and chat with and not feel so alone while you're doing it. So I really appreciate you being here with me today. Okay, so we're going to mark it at 4. 4. And we're going to mark it at 1.5. And then 6.5. Okay, that's roughly. Again, I'm making this journal for my own personal use, so I'm not too horribly worried about everything being perfect. So well, I'm glad that you've had fun hanging out with me today. I have had fun chatting with you. And I've actually learned a few things. And you gave me homework, JL. You gave me homework. Find you on Instagram. Check out Journal Artista. And Paula Phillips. Yeah. Oh, and Friends in the Box. I'm not gonna forget that. I'm not. Okay, so we've got my my string. Let me see. There's a good. Oh, I don't know. I need a needle that's got a bigger eye than that. That just won't do. Oh, that might work if I can get to it. That's a pretty. That might work. Okay. Oh, Paula Phillips is in Canada. So that's. Yeah, stringing the needle is another. That's a. Just a disaster waiting to happen with me. It's so hard for me to thread a needle. All right, I'm gonna have to use a bigger eye. Just gonna have to. If I can find a, oh, that could work. Oh, it's just so hard to get it through there. I might have to use something else because I can't get it in. Of course, because I'm because I'm on camera. Oh, that's why I'm having such a hard time. But if I wasn't on camera, I'd have. Oh, not a problem. Well, okay. I might just have to. Where's the other? I had another needle that. Well, that could work, maybe. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay. Let's see here. Let me make sure that I'm upright. Going like this, right? Okay. Yeah, this is upright. Okay. Now, I need to poke these holes a little bit bigger so I can get the needle through. Mission accomplished. That's right. Oh. Okay. I always remember that from what Jessica, I think her name is Jessica, she always said the hole you start in is, and I never forgot this, the hole you start in is the hole you finish in. I like my strings or the ending part of my signature sewing to be on the inside because I like to make little tiny what looks like little tea bags, and I glue them on to the ends of the string. So, but that's just me. That's just me. Okay. Now, okay, so I'm going to try to get in there. Of course. Okay. Just pull and tug, pull and tug. Okay. And then down to the bottom hole. True for pamphlet stitch. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then we're going to go back in that center hole, but the opposite side. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just did this. I didn't even sew it into the book. Silly me. Well, I guess I'm going to do it again. Huh? I was wondering. Yeah, I bet you were wondering. Oh, goodness. Yeah. It's the heat. I'm going to blame it on the heat. I'm going to blame it on the heat. Okay, let's try this again. Going in. And out. Oh. No, let's not make a mistake, Gina. Okay. Just want to be sure. I don't want to make another mistake. Okay. There we go. Oh, finally I did it right this time. Well, let's see where that hole is. There we go. Pull, pull, pull. Come on, Gina, you can do it. Okay. There we go. Okay, and into the center again. Come on, Gina, you can do it. I want. Oh. There we go. Okay, is that tight? Is it tight there? Oh yeah, look at that. It is like perfectly straight down there. Well, couldn't do that again if I tried, probably. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up, make sure it's tight. Tie it once, twice, and we're good. Clip that there and clip that there. And then later down the road, I can take these paper clips off. Give this a little fold. There. Okay. Make sure I did this. There. Yeah, I wanted that in the back. Okay. So there you have it. There is the cover, glued in inside pages, a little bit of lace here on the side of the spine. I showed my pages. It's sewn in. It's straight. I don't normally like to. You likey? Oh, thank you. Oh, Crafty Kitty. Hi. Gina, what kind of thread are you using? This is I got it from Hobby Lobby. It's hemp. It's hemp twine. Dyed hemp twine. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And then on the other side of this, even though it's ripped, there was like a brown, this was like a pink mauve, and then there was a red and a green, and there were multicolors, but hemp twine or color hemp cord. That's what it's called. Colored hemp cord. And I got it at, I'm pretty sure I got it at Hobby Lobby. I like it. I like it too. I normally don't. I normally don't. I normally don't like to look at the cord on the or the sewing on the spine. So I will probably. I mean, I brought this over. I don't know if it's long enough. But is that where it begins? No, okay. I was thinking about, see, that's going to be that's the front. So I was thinking about taking this lace. I have more of it. I don't think this is long enough. Well, I might be able to make it. But I was thinking about covering the spine. You've been listening? Oh, I've been lurking in the shadows, Crafty Kitty. Mm-hmm. That's all right. I'm sneaky. I do that too. I'm so glad you stopped by. Wiggle, wiggle. Do you know? You think that would look pretty? I think so too. I mean, I haven't put my image on the front yet. Where's my image? I had it here somewhere. I'm not sure what happened to it. It's here. I know it is somewhere. I do have an image. I think it's of a little girl. Anyways. Gosh, I get distracted so easily. Because I've got a million ideas in my head and I want to get them all in. Yeah, I think that would look nice. I just need to commit, right? And just glue it down. Actually, is this long enough? That's what I need to know. If I start it right there, is it long enough? Yep, it is. Just barely, but it's long enough. Yeah, see, I don't, so I can still see this. I might have to put something underneath this. Just down the center. I guess it's just me, but I don't like to look at the thread or the sewing part of it. I just don't like it. I like to cover it up with like old looking like gold lace or something. You should look up Kayla Givehand. Be sure to sign and date. Oh, okay. I'm on it. Just on the inside. Today is the 14th, 2019. And Gina B. Made. There. I signed it. Okay. Oh, I forgot. What did she say? Kayla Givehand. Oh, in the back. Well, I'll just cover this up, I promise, okay? I'll cover it up with like a corner tuck or something in the back. You're right. See, I'm learning. No one's ever told me that I needed to sign them. And I've been making them for quite some time. Made 8/14. Gina B. Yeah, okay. Then I'll just cover this corner piece up. I'll cover that with like a corner tuck and no one will ever know that I signed it. Yeah. I need to, let me see. What do you suggest? I'm definitely going to glue this down here, but I can still see the thread through the lace. I don't know if I like it. What can I put underneath it? What can I put underneath it? I need to find my picture. The image that I was going to use. Make something sign and date it. There is a name for what you put in the back of a journal. Anytime you make something, sign and date. What you got? Oh my goodness, I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got, oh, well, maybe, I've got a 15 years worth of fabric. I could probably put like a little strip of fabric right there. Like, hold on. I'm going to go to the other side of the room. I'll be right back. I'm not leaving you. I promise. I promise. Let me see. There's some trim. I've got some trim. I've got some trim. Where's the trim? How about, I don't know if this, I don't know. This might be just too much. This might be too much. What do you think? Just gluing it onto the spine like that? What do you think? No? Put over the lace. Okay. Okay. Oh. It gets lost against fabric. How about there? How about that? I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'll wait. I know there's a delay. Better. Yes, I think it is better. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. I'm going to commit. Ooh, I can get the glue undone. Yeah, I like that. Oh my gosh, this glue is just giving me fits today. Okay. All right, let me just get it down. Glue it down and then. No, I did this wrong. Jeez. Pull it off, Gina. Pull it off. Okay. 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 Trim this. Oh, before I forget, while that's drying, I need to write. What was that girl's name you said? I don't know if Crafty Kitty's still here or not. Oh no, it was you that told me this. It was you, JL. There was another woman that somebody else you want. Somebody I should look up. Oh yeah, Kayla Givehand. Is that her name? Is that did you spell that correctly? Kayla Givehand. I just don't want to forget. I want to look these people up. Kayla. Givehand. Okay. Kayla Givehand. And why did you excuse me. Why did you suggest her? Does she, I mean, do you think I would like her, or is she a junk journal artist too? She has videos on YouTube. She's a professional bookmaker. Oh, yes, I'm definitely interested in seeing that. Yeah. This is crooked and I don't like it. All right. I think it's on there enough so I can put this on top. Actually, I really like that the more I look at it. Okay, so put some more glue down, Gina. Put this right on the spine. Come on, glue. Oh, it's a good thing I went and bought some more Fabri-Tac because this one's almost empty. There we go. Okay. Press that down. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that so much better. Yeah, like that a lot. Let's make sure that it's oh yes. There. She did a book a month, wait a minute. She did a book a month, 1 year, and I believe a book a day. What? She has, she made a book every day? Yeah, that is crazy. I'm definitely gonna look. See, my husband's gone tonight. He's a full-time firefighter. So definitely a minimum of 3 24-hour shifts a week. He's gone. So it's just me, the cats, and my chihuahua. So I will probably have to plug my laptop into my TV tonight and just lay there and marathon, do a marathon on YouTube and check out this Kayla Givehand. Make sure I look up that Phillips person, or maybe it's the same person, and then definitely connect with you, or subscribe or follow you on Instagram. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy, but that's all right. It'll keep me busy, and I'll be productive, and then I'll sleep better, because sometimes it's hard to sleep when my husband's not here. Actually, it's spelled K-I-A. Okay, I'm changing it right now. K-I-A-L-A. Okay. Okay. I think, by George, we have a journal. It's going to take a few minutes for that to completely set and dry, but oh, I like that. I really do. I'm just going to like spread it out like this, just to give it a chance to just dry without. Press it down, make sure everything's. Oh, I really like that. I really like that. Now if I go like this, on Instagram, she is. I got it. I'm writing it down, JL. I'm writing it down. On Instagram. You see? Instagram. She is K. Move my cursor. She is K-I-A-L-A-G-I-V-E. Beautiful. All right. I've got plenty of stuff to keep me busy. Okay. So there you have it. I am, at least that's basically the basics of, even though my little glitch earlier when I, what are you sorry for? Even though my little glitch earlier when I decided I was just going to sew the pages together, not the actual cover and the pages, but I figured it out in time. I figured it out. So I like it, and that's basically how I put just a basic soft color covered journal together. I don't have any hardcovers right now because I'm working on one, but it's not finished. And as soon as I finish the big hardcover carpetbaggers, I sell them in just as soon as I finish them. People really, really like them. But I do I have a? Yeah. I don't have any, but I really, lately I've just been wanting to make some, I don't know if you saw these in the other, there is an S on her IG name. Sorry. Okay, I don't understand. Sorry, Shiny, spelled it wrong. Kiala Gibbs. Oh, I see. Okay. Kiala. I'm just going to put a star at the top of this so I know that's the one to look up. Kiala Gibbs. Okay. Got it. Okay, so there's my basic soft cover journal with no decorations or embellishments as of yet on the inside. But I think I might do a part 2 of this, and maybe I'll start a video here and there, and I'll just decorate a page and then wait a few days and then decorate another page. We'll see. But I actually like this. I need to find, I had an image of this precious little girl. I got it from Graphics Fairy. I think it's Graphics Fairy, yeah. Of this precious little girl with a little red hooded dress on. Well, kind of a dark rose. And it was perfect for the cover. And I don't know what I did with the image, but maybe I'll look for it and then do an updated video and show everybody. But I think that's it for me today. My craft room is starting to get hot again because it's hotter than Hades outside. So, and that tells me that I'm going to have to turn the window AC unit back on for a little while. But thank you so much, JL, thank you so much for hanging out with me today so I didn't have to do this alone. I really appreciate it. I really do. And it was just fun. It's fun making new friends. And I learned from you. And thanks for putting up with all my craziness. And it's just, I really am thankful. So have a wonderful night. I'm going to look up the people and go to Instagram and hook up with you there. And I hope to see you and talk and chat with you again soon, okay? Thanks so much for being here with me today, JL. Have a good night. Bye for now.